Hey, what is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back an episode of The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, where we unbox, give my first reaction to all things pop culture, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, anime figures, and McFarlane. So if you like that kind of stuff and you want to see more of it, hit that like and subscribe button. It only helps the channel, and for those that are helping the channel already, thank you so much. We are on our way to 5,000 by the end of 2024. I know we just started 2024, but we're on our way to 5,000, and right now we're currently in our 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so make sure you enter that. But today we're going to talk about something from a galaxy far, far away. And I want to give a huge, good, bad, awesome shout out to Rocky over at Krypto Comics. Krypto Comics is one of my comic book stores that I like to frequent. But not only does he have comic books, he has Funko Pops, he has all sorts of collectibles, and he is just a good guy. And he has the cutest dog in the world. His name is Loki. He is the cutest corgi in the entire world. Now, of course, Higgins is going to be the cutest dog in the world, right? My Higgins, but Loki is a close second on that. But Rocky, thank you for donating this, what we're going to be talking about. He gave me this figure, and I was like, oh, I'm going to unbox this, and I'm going to give you all the shout outs in the world. And so we have this Star Wars Black Series Baylan Skoll, and so we're going to take a look at that. Let's do it. Here we have it, folks. Baylan Skoll from Ahsoka. If you don't know much about him, well, go to Wikipedia, you'll find out a lot more. But he was basically a Force-sensitive human male mercenary lord who was a former Jedi Knight and Jedi General in the Grand Army of the Republic. Skoll managed to survive the Great Jedi Purge during the New Republic era. Skoll and his apprentice Shin Hati was aligned with forces of Morgan Elsbeth and the Industrialist Knight sister survivor who sought the return of Grand Admiral Thrawn of the Galactic Empire. The mission to find Thrawn coincided with the fellow purge of the survivor Ahsoka Tano and her apprentice Sabine Wren's search for the Jedi Padawan is resulting in a battle between Skoll, Thrawn, and that's a lot of stuff. But there it is. That's a lot of stuff to read, but you can look at him. He was on Ahsoka. If y'all watched it, it was awesome. But here it is, the Black Series figure. And just a huge shout out again to Rocky at Krypto Comics. Thank you so much for giving me this figure so that I could review it. So if you all are in Knoxville, go see Rocky and Loki, because they got some great comic books, pop figures, and all sorts of other pop culture things, and he's just a great guy to talk to as well. So, but here is the front, the side, the back, the side, this and stuff like that. So let's get this out of the package. Out of the package and on my table, the man who lived came to die. No, I'm just kidding. It looks like basically a Sith Lord Santa Claus is kind of what he looks like. He looks like somebody I know too. I can't put my finger on it, but yeah, anyway, you get in the package, you get two things. You get his lightsaber, which is not red. It's kind of got that orangish kind of glow to it with the hilt. Black Series figures typically have a lot more detail than the vintage collection ones, and they are 6 inches in height on this. And then you get Baylan himself. There is Baylan. Look at him. He's so beautiful. Ho, ho, ho. What do you want, kids? What do you want for Christmas? But looks serious. Looks like he's ready to do business. Love the weathering effects. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but the weathering effects on his outfit and just his general, this soft feeling plastic here. The back looks great. Just overall looks good. The face could use some work. Does not look like Ray Stevenson, God rest his soul. But I mean, you could tell who they're trying to go for. If you want something to look more like Ray Stevenson, you may want to go with if Figure Arts ever makes it, or Hot Toys. Those are the ones to go with. But this is him in a nutshell. And so with that, from a height standpoint, there's my blade right there, so you can kind of see how high he stands. And we'll of course do some comparisons with some other figures and things like that, but just like the usual, we'll go through some articulation. So first of all, let me pull this camera down just a hair. There we are. So we got head bobs up, side, round and round it goes. Arm, you can get it up. The armor moves out of the way. That's kind of cool. So you can kind of see the armor. It's attached there, so I could see how that could break off eventually. But you can rotate. You can't rotate it 360 because of that armor that's there, but you can rotate. You also have rotation here and more than a 90-degree bend, and you have rotation and tilt at the wrist as well. You do have an ab crunch, and you can go 360 with it if you do choose to do so. Because of his outfit, this is really cool. They kind of split it up so that way you can kind of get some more articulation out of the legs. So you can Jean-Claude that if you want to go all the way back. It kind of goes like so. You do have twist at the knee and some twist there, and as well as a 90-degree bend and then ankle rocking and tilting there. So that is it from an articulation standpoint. He does remind me of someone, I just don't know who, but let's throw his lightsaber in his hand. His handy lightsaber there. Kind of loose in his hand right now. Let me tighten that up. There we go. There we go. There he is. And this one's pretty decent at standing. A lot of times, sometimes black figures don't like to stand well, but he is standing well. So let's get some figures to compare him to size. And here we have a ragtag group of people. So another Black Series right there, Cad Bane. We also have his nemesis, Ahsoka Tano, Chainsaw Man, Michael Keaton Batman, Bludgeon in the back, and Megumi Fushiguro. And one more for posterity's sake. Let's bring in a 5-inch McFarlane Deku. So that's how he compares in size. Will go well with all other 6-inch figures. But from the looks of it, I mean, the details on him, I like it. Face just isn't quite right. I mean, when you look at Ray Stevenson, just does not quite look right. But anyway, let's get back together for some of my final thoughts on Baylan Skoll. Now for my final thoughts on Baylan Skoll. Let's bring him in. There he is. He's no Ray Stevenson, but I mean, it's a cool figure. I mean, the Black Series figures have always been cool. It's been a little bit out of my price range lately, like 25 to 33 to, I think like Black Chrysanthemum is like $37, $38, which is crazy. So I have to kind of stick to the vintage collection, or, I mean, just for 10, 20 bucks more, the SH Figure Arts ones, which have better detail, on them might be a good place to go. But Black Series still really good. Star Wars still has a soft place in my heart. And Rocky, I know why you did this. I know exactly why you gave me this figure. It's not from the goodness of your heart. It's to make me buy the other ones. To make me buy Ahsoka Tano and Ezra Bridger and his apprentice and all of the Rebels crew and stuff like that. No, I'm just kidding. It is out of the goodness of your heart. But now I want to get an Ahsoka Tano so I can kind of rebuild that battle, or his apprentice. I forgot what her name is on that too as well. And an Ezra Bridger. At least those figures, and maybe a Morgan as well. But if I get that, then I'm gonna have to get that assassin droid, and then if I get that, I may have to kind of swing for the HasLab Ghost, but I didn't finance that, so I'm gonna have to wait till that comes out and pay way more. I digress. That's way too much to chew on right now. Right now, we're just gonna talk about Baylan. I love the orange lightsaber. I think he's more stable than most of the Black Series figures that I've had and owned. His balance is really good. Love the detail in his outfit. I think the blue and the black go really well together. And then I love the orange lightsaber. It's not red. It's got this orangish tint to it. So that is really, really nice. The articulation's good. My only cons it's a little pricey, $24.99. 7-inch McFarlane figures are $24.99 to $19.99, but I mean, I guess that's the way the economy goes. I know Hasbro, I'll still support you, Hasbro. I know y'all are in some financial trouble right now, but I'll still support y'all and buy my Transformers and my Star Wars and things, but I can't get into G.I. Joe. Just can't do that. That's not, I don't have enough money to get into all that stuff. But my cons are, I mean, the face sculpt could have been a little bit better. Instead, he looks more like just a clean cut, clean shaven, ready to do business Sith Lord Santa Claus. And so ready to deliver coal for the Galactic Empire and other goodies for all the Jedi Padawans. So on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I'd say this is a really good figure. Pretty awesome, really good. I like it. I think it's great. I always love my Star Wars black figures. I think they always look really, really good. But just a little on the pricey side. Sometimes I just have to wait till they're on clearance. Like, you know, you go to Ollie's and right now you can get the credit series Moff Gideon for like $8. So that's a good deal. So I always try to look like at Ross Dress for Less, things like that. When I come to buy in my Star Wars figures, I try not to buy them full price unless I really, really want them. Now I'm gonna have to get, again, Ahsoka and Ezra and all those peeps and get them in my collection. But that's it. That's all I got. So tune in next time when we talk about something else good, bad, or awesome. But in the meantime, y'all remember, stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.